Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
The day I met Bullhorn Betty and Jonathan Lee Ridges, they were protesting in front of the Laundries home. I began to document them, and little did I know, the three of us would spend the next few months traveling together. Nothing scares us, even if it means crossing a freezing cold river and getting wet. We put our lives in danger because we want to find answers. It gives us purpose, even if it means going undercover to get those answers, or visiting the scene of a crime and paying our respects. Searching for the truth isn't easy. It gets you out of your comfort zone and makes you see things in a different perspective. And it's this perspective that we want the world to see. At the end of the day, we fight for justice. We fight for those who don't have a voice. We fight for those who were silenced. Our next case, we search for Paula Miranda. She was last seen swimming in this river. Here's our Paula's family. Found 2 footprints they believe belonged to her. She left her phone and keys in her car. Her sister tells us that's extremely unusual for her to do that. Stay tuned as we venture deep into Wekiwa Springs State Park to help find her.
See, I don't know about y'all, but like for real, I don't mind being talked about. My problem come in when they start making stuff up. So you can talk about me all you want. It is what it is. It's either I did it or I didn't. I said it or I didn't. Whatever the case is, I don't care. I let whoever think whatever, feel whatever. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? But it's the making up part. It's the lying part. It's the adding on to part that always get me. I don't mind being talked about. It's when y'all start lying that bothers me.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Well, good afternoon, all. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. This is like TGIF, folks. I thought it was Saturday. I woke up, I'm working. I gotta tell you guys, this video editing stuff, we really need to leave it to Olivia. She doesn't mind staying up all night long editing videos, okay? She did that last night. Thank you, Olivia, for that. Chronicles of Olivia, for the mods in the chat room, if you have her link, please put it in. She's going to be dropping a video. This is going to be an amazing video that's going to be coming out later today. And this is really breaking down the entire timeline. And this is breaking down the entire timeline like you have never seen before. So it is going to be none less than amazing as Olivia, Chronicles of Olivia, can tell a story. And so I was fortunate. I got to be honest with you. I love my girl, right? You guys know I love my girl, Olivia. I'll do anything for Olivia. I really would. She's my BFF. I have a very, very, very best friend. You kind of have to, gauge the best friends. But my bestie, Miss Laura, I've known her for over 18 years. And, if you come close to being up there with Laura, you're a pretty big deal in my world, So it like Olivia is right up there with Miss Laura. I love my girl, I love my girl. And we work very, very well together, as many of you guys can imagine. I mean, we've been working side by side together for well over a year. And, and people always say that, good creators, it's hard to work together. And it's really not. As long as you don't step on your toes, you don't step on their toes. Everybody has creative differences and things of that nature. And then you take those creative differences and you put them into a beautiful presentation. And it comes out really well. But anyways, it's been nice because she was able to give me some stuff, right? And it's very beneficial, that we work together, especially in true crime, because let's face it, Olivia does really good work. She does amazing video editing. This is no different. We're hearing all these timelines, going on and everything like that about Kiely Rodni. We found this camera, this fire camera, and I didn't know what to think about it. It was SF Investigates. You guys know how I feel about him. I don't know the guy. I don't hate him or anything like that. I don't think he's a bad person. I just think he made some major errors, in his reputation. That's really the gist of it. I don't like the fact that he, has been disrespectful to YouTubers, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion and things of that nature. The guy's not a bad guy. I don't know. I don't know him one way or another to say whether he's a bad guy or not. But before the chat gets too much fuller, I see that we have a lot of people in here. I just want to say good morning to some people. The coffee clubbers, you guys have, been representing the Bullhorn Betty channel for quite some time. And I just want to tell you, each and every one of you, thank you. As you can see, the channel is growing leaps and bounds. We are almost up to 15,000 followers and subscribers on this channel. 15,000. We started this channel. It hasn't even been a full year since we started this channel. Not even a full year. And we have over 1 million views on the Bullhorn Betty channel. This is short of amazing. And this is a direct result of everybody that comes here and everybody that trusts the work that I do, as well as the people that I associate with do, such as Chronicles of Olivia. Many of you guys know Chronicles of Olivia is an independent, just like me, YouTuber on here that we just happened to collaborate. Did we start building our channels around the same time? Of course we did. Why? Because we were working as a unit. We all agreed way up front that we would all be individuals and would collaborate on projects that we could. This is no different. Kiely Rodni has taken hold of YouTube. We wanted to know what happened, and then when her friends came out, and we just knew that they were lying. I myself disregarded all that and chalked it up to alcohol and partying out there at the party. Many of you guys know, I was Team Accident. I was very much Team Accident. I am very much Team Foul Play at this moment due to the positioning of her body. We've seen a lot of these videos coming out over the last few days and creators, doing stuff. I kind of came out here yesterday. I was a little hard, a little rough about it. I was respectful, but a little rough. Because I'm like, why didn't you guys do a better job than to present this stuff to us, right? Why you're not showing us before footage. You're literally showing us one area of footage and taking it as if it's true, and it was that 12:34 range. And of course we come out, we're saying, this is a little odd. We're seeing all this stuff. We're seeing the low lights that kind of, we almost thought it was photoshopped, but we were able to ascertain what they were looking at and confirm that it was not a Photoshop video. Then my next question was, how do we know the angle of this camera and the distance of this camera? Those all are relevant at this moment in time, because we've got to be able to determine, is that light the size of a car at night when you're that far away? You see what I'm saying? So we see a light, we see something odd, but we don't know what we're really looking at. Gray Hughes decided to do some imaging overlays and sharpening and, photo manipulation, not photoshopping. Photo manipulation is a little bit different. You start working with, your hues and, you're adjusting contrasts and it's the photo or video. You're just making adjustments to color to clear up that video to make it more sharp, or to say remove the lights, or like reducing the whites and increasing the darks, depending on, this is a black and white, I don't think we'd want to, adjust the yellows, reds, and blues, but who knows? I'm not into all that stuff. That's why I am blessed to have a friend that is. Not just one friend, but two friends. So many people know Miss Robin here. She is one of our lovely mods. Well, her husband kind of does the same kind of stuff. So I find this out, and naturally I'm wanting to see if, her husband can confirm, because at this time I don't know what I'm looking at. I've got the video. You guys watch me. We pulled it up here. So it wasn't like I didn't know where to go to get it. But the stuff that was being seen on Gray's thing, his live, I'm just kind of like, is this really true? And then we're seeing SF Investigates, which is having a whole different analysis of this. But I think what we did was at least rock the boat enough, to have people look further in the videos to make sure, because we have people that have given interviews that were at the party. So we do have some sort of timeline here that we're working with, right? And again, Olivia is going to be putting this timeline out like nobody's business. From 12:30, I think she said, don't hold me to this. She will be here sometime before we wrap up our live, and she can confirm all the information. But it's going to be the timeline from about 12:30 on. This is the timeline nobody knows about, right? This is the aspect that nobody's really talking about, is after everybody did the mass exit. What happened, right? We're still talking about the stuff that happened before. Now we got this footage, and kudos, if SF Investigates is the one that brought this to the tube, kudos to him. He's not, again, not a bad person. Like I said, I think he made some major errors in himself, PR errors that really affected him negatively. He did, he got a little pompous. Maybe those things are corrected. Like, you guys remember, if you guys were watching me for any amount of time, you guys remember how I was a hot mess when I first came out on YouTube, right? An absolute hot mess. I was kind of not realizing, do I want to do true crime? Do I want to do drama? Do I want to do drama? And I was more in that drama area, and I really just didn't like it. It wasn't me. Okay. It just wasn't me. I'm not into all that. Can I do drama well? You bet your ass I can do drama well. I don't want to do drama. I like sticking to true crime. True crime is my bread and butter, right? We love true crime. We could give the people that come here to the Bullhorn Betty channel typically do not like the drama. They like to talk about these cases, and they like to come up here and give me their opinions of these cases. But for the most part, they don't do the drama. We do it every now and again. We tolerate it. Let me turn my ringer off. There we go. We tolerate it, right? Anyways, Heidi English, thank you for being the very first person that came here and told me, oh, wait, but you didn't say good morning. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at it. It's got questions. Hold on. But good morning to you anyways. Heidi English says, okay, question. Then how did she get into the back? Great question, Heidi. And we're going to go over that. I'm going to give you my analysis, okay? Now, we're going to talk about facts, okay? So let's just make sure that we're very clear, because there's a lot of people that come here that are new to the Bullhorn Betty channel. If you're new to the Bullhorn Betty channel, guys, hi, I'm Bullhorn Betty. I offend a lot of people. That's kind of, I don't mean to, but I'm just kind of that, I just say it like it is, and it just happens to offend people. And sometimes the presentation could be better. Let's be honest. But, I am who I am. Anyways, we are going to go through that, Heidi. So good morning. Cotton Candy Investigates 2.0 is in the house. Sounds like she's been a naughty little girl. So we are going to be posting her new her new link in the chat. So guys, if you guys would like to go over there and sub up Cotton Candy Investigates 2.0, please do. As many of you know, we're building a channel. I myself have a second channel. Her second channel has 500 people. Bullhorn Betty's second channel, I think, only has 74. So Bullhorn Betty's not even near as popular as Cotton Candy Investigates. So I just wanted to say, keep it up, Cotton Candy, keep it up. Bullhorn Betty's present. Tammy, she's been looking for me all day. Yes. So I decided to do some research this morning, which ended up going a lot longer than I anticipated. And then I was talking to Olivia, and it was like a little crazy because I was talking to Olivia. I'll get right with you, Deb. Just sit tight for a little bit. And long story short, Olivia and I were working for like an hour or two this morning on what I'm about to show you. We don't want to give everything away on this show because Olivia works hard on this stuff, and I like to protect her interest in the work that she does. So we put a little over here on Bullhorn Betty's side, put a little over on Chronicles of Olivia's side. She does, guys. She was up last night, all night long, working on this video just for your entertainment value. So I want you to remember that. The next time you guys are over there watching, there's a little thank you button down there at the bottom of these videos that she does. And if you are so moved to do so, please tell her thank you. So who else do we have? And Big Boy, thank you. Yesterday I got that. There was several other people that donated. Thank you guys for all the love and support. By the way, you guys are really amazing group of people. That's never expected. I just try to help as many people as I possibly can with with what I have, right? So it's budgeted. I think we do really well on the amount of trips, and if you guys seen the money that was coming in, You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm trying to say is I'm balancing the funds and utilizing the funds very, very well as we, do these trips and do these projects, and, we work and research and things of that nature. But we're going to be going to California, and it's coming up quick. So Olivia and I are going to be really working. So, when we start working on trips, you guys know how it is. We get, we start working. So our lives are a little off. I'm going to try to keep them scheduled properly. And cause she's a later sleeper. So she's not a, like Dolly Vision night owl kind of gal, but she does sleep until a lot later than me. So I figured maybe I'll come on, do my lives in the morning, and then get with her and start working on our California trip and what we're going to accomplish there. But that's not what you guys are here for, right? You guys are here to find out what new information, and have we confirmed the date and time that Kiely went into that water? And that answer is yes, we have. Yes, we have. And this is not borrowed from anybody else. We took the video because you know how I am. I have trust issues out here on YouTube. I don't like utilizing other people's work for an explanation that we are providing. I want to make sure that the pictures or the videos or anything that we are using to tell a story has been fully vetted. And if there is any image manipulations, the hues, the highs and lows, I want us to be doing that. Because I trust the fact that if we do it, we know that there's not a dot added here, there's not something added there. It is truly done, and it's done correctly. And am I saying anything about gray? No, I am absolutely not. Actually, this will actually most likely help a video or two for him, as far as confirming some information that he may have had. I am totally in disagreement with this whole 12:51 time. However, she didn't go in the water at that time. Newsflash, she didn't. We have confirmed the exact time she hit that water and the exact time she went down. And we are going to explain it. Now, there's a lot of questions we have as to why she went that way. So before I show this video, I'm going to bring Deb up and see if she has anything to add to this. I would like to, and I won't, before we show the video, I'm going to go over, well, I guess that we got too many people in the chat right now to do our normal stuff. I wanted to go, we haven't talked about the language of letting go in a really long time. And I want to start getting back to reading that. I feel like it makes us feel good, Hey, hon.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
I know, right? We're so used to morning that we forget it's afternoon.
I know. Well, it's Olivia's fault. She kept me up until 4.
At least it was you instead of me.
It was awesome, though. She showed me how she did her overlay. It was quite fascinating.
It was. Yeah, we walked through it this morning together as, we were getting creative with these videos and stuff like that. And
yes, it was so cool. I'm not going to give anything away. So
yeah.
don't worry.
But it was just really interesting. But, you finally get to see how something like that's done because, I don't understand, the shading, the lighting and stuff. I'm just not that techie. I learn a lot from Olivia. I have to be honest with you. I've been making videos and stuff for years, but it was for real estate. It wasn't true crime. It wasn't, it wasn't a movie, mini movie like Olivia does.
Right.
She's very, very, what I think I like about her is she captures all the right stuff.
Exactly.
It's not a whole lot of noise.
On the 12:51 thing, is she wanting to explain that herself, like how she was able to debunk the 12:51?
No, we went through it all this morning. She's going to be here a little later. She told me to go ahead and roll with it. So I'm going to actually be explaining it because I've got it all here. And her, like I said, her and I went through it for a couple hours this morning as she was lightening it. And we were figuring out which, stills to pull.
Okay. Did she tell you about the
yeah, she told me,
about the dim on the right, left, and then how it actually turned around, that vehicle turned around.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that the vehicle had turned around, but yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
We got it there. I was going to show that. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
I've actually been checking on that a little further, and I talked to her early this morning, and then I've been on it since then. that vehicle actually turned around.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to
Yeah.
give too much away
So,
yet.
yeah, it didn't go down. SF Investigates is like
Okay, I don't
totally
want to give too
sure.
much away yet.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too much away.
That's not that. Yeah, that's definitely not 1251. But yeah,
Mhm.
she did a lot of work on that video. She did the overlay so perfect. It's
Mhm.
pristine.
Yeah.
Pristine. It was just, it's so clear what happened, the way she did the overlay
Yeah.
with her layer was so perfect. I could never do it so good. And I
Yeah,
have
and it's
done,
much better than what we were seeing on Gray Hues as
it
well.
is so good. Like I literally have been doing graphics since way before she was ever born, and I
Mhm.
could never do it that well. I was
Yeah,
so
she's
impressed.
amazing. And I tell
So
people that all the
impressed.
time. And people actually used to dog on her and said, "Oh, editing's fine. Editing is easy." It's like, if editing is easy, this girl has been editing videos since she was 15 years old, and she is 24 years old. She's been editing videos this long, and if it was
Yeah.
easy, explain to me why she stays up all night, burning the midnight candle to edit these videos if it's so easy.
Yeah, it's so, so good. So, so good. I was like, wow, teach me your ways. Cause it's just beautiful, beautiful work. And
Yeah.
all of her, it's like professional cinematography almost when you see her videos. It's very impressive.
Yeah,
I
she
can't
does
wait to see
great.
what she's made. She had me do a little like audio clip like she has you do. And
Mhm.
I hate my voice. But
Gotcha.
yeah, we had fun just chatting while she was working, and she's just so cool. She's an awesome creator, just like you. And so, yeah, it was
Yeah.
neat. I just wanted to just pop
All
on and say
right. Well, now
hi.
let
And
me go ahead and get moving on. I want to show people some stuff. I got 2
yeah,
videos to show everybody, and we're going to have a open up the discussion lines and let's have a conversation.
right. Well, have a great afternoon. Have
You
a great
too. Take
afternoon. You
care.
guys are very inspiring to me as a new creator. So keep it
Yeah.
up.
And that's what, and people don't understand that bond. I don't think people understand the bond that Olivia and I have. I really don't. But it's been
I
short
get it.
years.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
I respect it. I admire it.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep that up.
All right, love. Well, do you take care?
All right. You too. Bye.
So the mods just put in her link if you guys would like to check out her channel. Her channel is in the chat now. Don't forget to go up and sub up with her. So, we're kind of here. I'm ready to present. Well, actually, I may be ready to present. We got 700 people in this chat. How many likes do we have? We have only 216 likes, and we work hard on this stuff. So we have 700 people in here. I need to have at least 550 likes in here. We're like 200 likes or 200 likes and some away from me playing this video. So if you guys can go out there and hit the like button, come back in here and tell me where you're from, we'll go through that. But 216 with 774 people. What's up with that? Done. Oh, good. Yeah, get those thumbs up. That's what gets these videos out there. We don't do all this work to only have, a couple thousand people watch it. This is a lot of work and a lot of research on a case that a lot of people are covering. We want this out there as far and wide as possible. As far and wide as possible. So we got some people here. Let me get there. Texas. I love Betty's attitude. Some people do, some people don't. The people that don't, they got a big old line right there, just pick a number. Chicago in the house. Nice to see you. Scranton, PA. Isn't there? No. It's Sacramento, California that whole serial thing is going on in. Is that right? The whole serial killer thing am I right about that? Sacramento, California. I've been reading a whole bunch of stuff about that. It's been crazy. Absolutely crazy. Why is this doing that? Not sure. Having some technical issues here, guys. Hold on just a second. Sorry. So we've got Scranton, PA in the house. Wait, what video? Oh, Emma M. We're going to be showing the date and time. We're going to show you guys when Kiely entered that water. It is, we definitely have confirmed it. At least from my knowledge. I'm standing behind this like literally 100%. Texas. Kentucky, Southwest Virginia. Nice to see you, Southwest Virginia. Elmo's Fire. Aw. St. Elmo. Nice to see you. Carol Terry, Stephanie Marie, Shanny, Sweet Pea. What is this? Okay, pay attention now. Darn work. LOL. Okay, I like it. What does it say? I like it immediately as it comes in. I guess I'm walking into conversations. We got Wisconsin, Nolans. I know where you are. Oh boy, Arcadia. Nice to see you, Allison. You're not too far from me. Well, thank you for being here. I hope you're not too flooded out there. Wales, UK. I was convinced of an accident, heard blah, 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 blah. Oh, Northwest Florida. Not that you guys are blah, blah, blah. I'm just not, I realize there's other conversations going on here. Maryland, where are we on our likes? Oh, well, where are we on the likes? Down here. Sweden in the house. Nice to see you. Stockton, California, Michigan. We got a couple people from Stockton in here. Are you guys friends? Naples. Oh, I didn't know that. Naples, formerly Tampa. Great way of looking at it. Arizona, Ontario, San Diego. We got a lot. We got a lot. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for the love and support. We got 372. So maybe if we get it up to 400, I'll go ahead and roll with it. We're going to be going ahead and playing this footage now. Get it up. Drum roll, please. So we're at 382. Let me see what it says on my backside here. What does it say on my backside? It says we have 390. So we got 10 more likes to play the video. We got the video hooked up and we're ready. Oh, Amsterdam. I need to go hang out with you. I hear there's a party there. No, I'm just joking. I'm over my party years. Fueled by coffee. Yeah, guys, awesome, guys. You guys did great. We got it up to 400. Go ahead and do drum roll, please. We are ready. Where is it playing? Is it playing? So this is the 12:31 time frame. Sorry, there's no noise. You're just going to have to watch, and then we'll talk. This is a 12-minute video, guys. All right, guys. So there's that. It's still going to keep playing through. She does a few minutes of that, and then we're going to I can't remember if this is enhanced. We're watching this all at the same time. This is the first time I'm reviewing it outside of when we were working on it this morning. This is the final product. She's still going. Hold on a second. Let's see where we are. Trying to see when it stops. It should be coming up to stop here shortly. And then there's another one. Why is this going? Let's see here. Keep going. Oh, I think it's to show you guys the. Sorry. It's just not working for me. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to let it play. I'm going to pull myself down and mute myself so you guys can watch it. Here's the footage zoomed in. There's another one in here that we go. There it is. Here we go. So here's the 1250 footage, because there's 2 times now that we're looking at here. And so here's the 1250 footage. And I believe they said it was 12:51 when they believed that the car went in the water, 12:51, and we're at 12:50 right now. So just sit tight as it plays. And I believe this is the area right here that they're looking at. And there it is. There's one car that just disappeared. And then that light went out. And they thought that that was the time when Kiely went into the water, according to SF Investigates, was at that 12, here it is zoomed in, that 12:51 time frame. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we have 800 people in here right now, almost 900 people. Please go out and like this video. We're going to break it down for you. We know exactly the time that she went in the water. We just went over the 12:30 clip, and we're going over the 12:50 clip here right now. And this is right now the 12:50. This is zoomed in. So what you're basically seeing right there is a car that most likely turned around. Okay. So if you guys aren't getting that 12:51 time frame appears to be a vehicle turning around. It did not go into the water. It turned around. So there's the whole clip back to back. We're going to show another clip here that's really going to put this in perspective. And again, we know exactly when she went into that water. And believe it or not, it was right the first time. The people that were out there that had brought these cameras to our attention, I hadn't had a chance to look into it. And I said that so much yesterday and said that, I'd like to see, because we have people's account from out there that she was possibly alive at 1 a.m. So they went back and looked, and they found another video where it had appeared that a car went into the water at 12:51, which seems like it would have been perfect with the timeline, especially of Jane Doe number 2. Here, they were right the first time. So now we are going to see what really happened. This is a 3-minute clip, guys. And then we're going to speed it up and you're going to see everything. She is in the water right there. That is her car right there in the water. It is not on land. So that is her in the water. If you looked at the other vehicle at 12:51, it was actually on a different bank. It wasn't on that peninsula right there. It was actually on the other side. And this particular one, that is her right there. The timestamp. Listen to this. Ready? 12:33:38. Her phone went dead at 12:33 in the morning. People are saying there's no way her car could have sank in 6 seconds. They are not sinking in 6 seconds. These stills are taken every 2 seconds. So every time you go 1, that counts as 2. 2 is 4. 3 is 6. 4 is 8. So now let's go back and find out how long it took her to sink. So there she's approaching. She's still on land at 12:33:08. 12:33:08. And her car is fully submerged underwater at 12:34:42. Not 6 seconds. Not 6 seconds. And as a matter of fact, almost a minute. And that's when the lights finally went off. The car was gone in 60 seconds or less. That is the reality of this. Absolutely. So there's also some other information that I think is important here. Oh, I didn't know I could move that. That's nice to know. Let me just get it. Is right here. There is a pause right about 33:16 where I still believe she's on land. This is why, again, I'm still team foul play, because it looked like somebody stopped. Now, I don't know if that's the case. I mean, we have to take into consideration, we're seeing this, from almost 2 miles away and trying to decipher this. I do believe this is Kiely's car going into this water without a doubt, almost 100%. I will say 100%. I believe that this is her car going into the water. Right there at the 12:33, 12:34 time frame. The problem I have is, why did she leave the pack? It appeared that there was a mass exit that she was part of. Why would she go right instead of left? Why would she not follow the caravan of cars out? Who would be following cars and say, oh, I don't want to go the same way the cars are going out, knowing that she's been there a million times, knowing that there's only one way in and one way out, knowing this, why would she make a right and go against the flow of the cars instead of going with them? That doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. So the chat link is pinned up at the top of these comments. I am curious. Are you still team foul play, or are you team accident? Do you believe that this timestamp at 12:33 is in fact her going into the water? And who do you believe was driving the vehicle? Because I still am not convinced that Kiely Rodni was the controller of the vehicle when it went into the water. Because I still, now that we know it's gone in 60 seconds or less, we know she had 1 minute to get all the way to the back of that vehicle. 1 minute to get back to that vehicle. Is it doable? I would say, yeah. At 1 minute, I believe she could have gotten from the front of that car to the back of that car in a minute. I do believe that. But we just watched this thing careen into the water. And actually, we don't even know if it careened into the water. Let's look at it. Actually, let's look at it. So let's just see. So about 20 seconds from that point where we started to that point right there, about 20 seconds to get there. And I'm not sure if that would show a high rate of speed either. I would like to know about that as well. The speed of the vehicle. Does any, I'm not a mathematician or statistician or whatever the heck they call these people. The people that know how to do, look at something and do distance and, the formula that tells you what rate of speed the vehicle's going at. That's who I need to tell me this. Whoever knows that, whoever knows how to calculate that, please calculate that. Look at this video, go back and calculate that and let me know, because I'm curious how fast this car could have been going to get into that water. And I'm still, again, questions, lots and lots of questions related to why did she leave the pack? Why did she leave the pack? And why did she turn right? This still could be everything we're seeing. This doesn't state that it's still an accident. I'm still not convinced that this is an accident. But it is a little clearer for us. Can you show your face, Rachel? And then you can put your camera off, turn your camera back off. Rachel? Okay, she popped off. If you guys come up here, remember, if you don't want to show your face on camera, I won't show your face on camera. Oh, you guys are still looking at the thing. Hold on. Let me let you talk to me. Hi, guys. I'm still here. But if you guys want to come up here and talk to me, it's very simple. All you have to do is come in here. You don't have to, Mammy, because I know who you are. Just show your face. Thank you, Rachel. I'll get right with you. Just show your face and make sure I'm turned down in the background. I'm going to pull you guys up one at a time. Mom, please just be patient. I'm going to get to Rachel since she was in here first. I'm still looking at the thing. Oh, hi, Rachel. Why don't you talk to me? Hi, guys. I'm still here. Oh, you need to turn me down in your background. If you guys want to come up here and talk to me, it's very simple. All you have to do is come in here. You don't. Rachel, all you got to do is turn me down in the background, and then just unmute your mic, and you can talk. All right, so she'll figure that out. Okay, Mammy, how you doing? Mamie? I don't even know how you.
I'm doing great.
Mama Bullhorn. We all know Mammy, the ranch woman, as Mama Bullhorn in this chat. So this is Mama Bullhorn.
I'm going to tell you. You know my thoughts. I have said.
I may know your thoughts, but this is not about Bullhorn Betty. This is about our audience and sharing our thoughts with the audience.
I have watched this clip every way, upside down, slow-mo, enlarged, overlaid, side by side. And I'm going to tell you, what they say at 12:51, I think, is a car turning around. If you notice, okay, the picture you have on the screen right now.
This is the 12:30, the 12:34, yeah.
As her headlights are going into the water, notice that car right there up the beach.
Let's go back.
It sits there.
Let's see.
It's there. See, it's still there. It's been there the whole time.
What car? I'm not seeing the car.
Up the beach. Up the beach.
Are you talking right here?
No, up the beach.
Here?
No.
Mommy keeps saying up the beach. I don't understand what you mean up the beach. Right? Left? Which way do I go here? Guide me.
Okay. It's on the left up the gravel road.
This here?
Yes.
Is that a vehicle?
Yes. Because I think that at 12:51, that car is turning around to go towards Kiely. And I think that's what the folks think is her going.
And it looks like another car pulled up too. It looks like it's a couple cars.
Right. Since yesterday, I have watched this and replayed it. And I swear to God, if you watch Kiely's car, that's a 29% grade downward. Okay.
Mhm.
29 degree. It's 29 degrees downward once she hit that beach.
Okay.
It's a downward grade of 29 degrees. So you multiply the distance and the whatever speed and increase it by 29 once she hits that grade 29 degrees.
Mhm.
So if she's going 30 miles an hour, you multiply the 39, I think it's by 80, 81. Let me get my calculator.
Don B, after the car goes in, they run back to the waiting vehicle to leave. Don B, it's possible. You know, to be honest with you,
Absolutely.
that is possible because I'm looking at that distance. It's not very long. The problem is we can't magnify it enough. I wonder if somebody has the ability to magnify this enough to see if people are walking away. If that, you know, we there are lights out there. We can see the pavement. I wonder if we can see somebody walking away.
I think it increases the speed about 15 miles per hour.
Gotcha.
So if
Gotcha.
you're doing an average of 30 miles, the potholes on that road, I've watched the videos of a girl in either a Fiat or a Super Cooper,
Yeah,
and the potholes were as big as her car.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah, we were
but
talking. One of the people that came forward. I can't remember if it was Jane Doe 1 or Jane Doe 2. I can't remember, but they were talking about cars being high centered. I never heard that term before. Do you know what that is?
high centered,
Yeah,
that's kind of like a Wrangler. They'll flip, I think.
I don't know what it
High
means, but they said
profile
high
and
centered, and I
centered.
don't know what that means. So, all right. Well, I think I really truly believe, and I've said this from the beginning, and this was what I was wanting to say yesterday when I was so confused, is that I truly believe that she went in and was introduced in that water, and there was enough water in that car to disable and stop her phone from functioning at 12:33.
Well,
And
of
here we
course.
are, 12:33. We clearly see a car go into that water.
Whoever put her in the water knew what they were doing. They ran the back window down. Okay. When a car like hers goes in the water, it's got a lot of volume on top because
Yeah,
it's an SUV.
right.
So the weight of the motor takes it down. If the windows were all shut, it would have remained top side up, and she would have had a little air if she'd have gone to the top of the roof. But the fact that somebody had busted out the passenger window and ran the back window down, the minute it hit the water, it filled up. There was no oxygen, and then it turned upside down because there was more air in the tires than the
Right. Yeah,
cabin.
they kind of explained the whole buoyancy. That was a pretty interesting phenomenon too, because I'm not, I'm you know me, mom. I'm new to kind of the true crime genre. It all kind of started with the Gabby Petito case. And so I'm not I don't deal with flip cars, submerged cars. This is really one of the first cases I have done with such a weird, just everything so weird in it. And then you see, like, we're hearing about her being strapped in the back. We're hearing about her going into the water. We're hearing about her over at Boca Reservoir. We're hearing about all these things in weird times. They're not fitting together. And then we have this. And it's kind of hard for me not to give a shout out to SF Investigates here, as publicly as him and I have kind of had, back and forth, so to speak. He's not really a Bullhorn Betty fan, which is fine with me. I'm not really an SF Investigate fan, but you know what? Kudos to him, because I really think he let us know. Now we're over this timeline of when she went into the water. In my opinion, now it's time to put the case together.
Okay, well, I'm going to say something.
Shelly, I'll get right with you, honey. Sorry, I know you've been back there for a minute.
I'm going to say something and then I'll get off. That's a national park. That's a fire camera. Somebody had to leak it, because that a federal park is, number one, the federal rangers, the Department of Interior. So somebody leaked this. because that would have been shut down for secrecy ASAP.
Yeah.
Somebody
Oh,
leaked
they've
this.
did that now. For those folks that are out there, you cannot get this footage now. You can't get this footage. They shut the cameras down. We went over there to look at some information this morning, and thank God we recorded this last night. Olivia and Deb. Thank God they got this recorded. I actually have this recorded, but I only have it recorded on my live, and it was only this clip here that I didn't know what I was really looking at. And it was from far, 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 much further away than this. So it's now that I've had a chance to investigate this, I've had a chance to look at this, I had a chance for Olivia to manipulate the photo with me in real time to get the clarity on here by not doing anything to the photo, but just adjusting the contrasts, the whites, the hues, all this stuff to clear this image up. Nothing in this image was altered in any way. It was just this video, or this photo and video has been enhanced, lightened up, cleared up through the use of the lights and the darks and the hues and all that other stuff. So pretty interesting, pretty clear. Olivia's amazing.
All right, well, I'll let you go. That's
All
just
right,
my
Mom.
opinion.
I love you.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Shelly, I'm bringing you on up, honey. Well, hello, my friend. How are you? Are you there? Why isn't it pulling her up? Hold on, let me pull this down. Can you hear me? Are you frozen? Shelly, I think you're frozen. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for keeping you back there so long. I think she's frozen. Let me kick her. Come back in, Shelly. I'll pull you right on up. So Shelly's a little frozen there. But here it is, folks. This is it. I'm just going to show you. That is in the water. I don't know if I can I make this bigger? Can I? Won't let me make this bigger. Shoot. But there's the peninsula way over here. There's the peninsula way over here. Like there, she is in water. There is nothing around her. This light here, it's in the middle of the water. This is her. She's not even on the peninsula anymore. There you are, Shelly. Sorry.
No way.
There you are. I'm so sorry about that.
I don't know what happened. You know what? I had a house in Truckee, and I know the terrain. She would have crashed into a tree first before going all the way into the lake. That road was pretty rugged. Even a sober person would have to drive really slow to get to that lake.
Yeah, and I was just doing that. I slowed it down, and I saw how many seconds it took to get from there to there, and I'm like, this car couldn't have been traveling that fast. Right, and the whole thing, it could be Kiely's car, but I still want to know about the tow truck driver guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so many I just don't know what to believe anymore. It's just that it's strange. I think that was I think the guy was truthful. I think he was honest. I felt that from him. But I think this was a classic case of mistaken identity. I really do. I think it was just and it was a week-old memory. And, he probably didn't even realize he had already saw the news and saw her face and saw Jagger, from the travels and the search and stuff like that. He probably it probably really was just mistaken identity. Right. Well, I still I think I still lean on the foul play side because like I said, if she were driving, she wouldn't end up there. She was too drunk. She would have killed herself with a tree. Right. Yeah. So this is all we've got here, but you can clearly see that is something going directly into the water. I mean, it comes from right there and it goes directly into the water. I mean, look at that. Even that light right there. It's not even on the peninsula anymore. There's a gap right there. She is in water. So this was 12:53, you said? Or? This is when her car is all the way out there. It is 12:34:32. This image right here that's captured that you're looking at is 12:34:32, and you can clearly see that this light is not even touching land. And when did Sammy talk to her last? Sammy said that, well, she originally said, this is before we got any information about the pings on Kiely's phone. She had indicated that she spoke to her and was very specific about the time that she spoke to her at 12:36. And I'm wondering if that's the 3-minute walk from that car to that car. She just happened to look at her phone. 12:36.
Right.
Hold on a second.
I don't know. Every time, the more information we get, the more confused I am.
Yeah. Hey, hon. The government shut the cameras off. This is real, folks. The government shut the cameras off. Yes, I am. Come on up. Come on up. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me put her on speaker. All right, go.
Hey guys, I love all of you. I'm at Publix right now getting dinner, but when I get home, I'll come live. But the cameras are shut off. I actually last night at like 4 in the morning, I recorded everything from 12:30 up until like 2:30 a.m. and I was planning on recording until like 4 a.m. but I don't have the chance obviously anymore. So I'm gonna have the whole time lapse on my YouTube channel for you guys to just have and like look at if you want. But at least I have everything until like 2:30 a.m.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah. Thank
All right,
God I did that before it got shut down.
And let me know whenever you do set up your live, and I'll do a community post to let the audience, this audience as well, know when you're going live so we can get that information.
Yeah. Tonight I'm going to go live for a bit. And you can come on with me. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
so,
I love you guys. Love you, Betty.
All right. Love you too. You take care. Go get me something good to eat.
I will.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, we love Chronicles of Olivia. We love her. Don B, I'll get right to you. Boost sheets, you're just going to have to wait just for a little bit of seconds. So, Shelly, if you want to finish up, and I'm going to go ahead and bring Don B up here in just a second.
No, I just wanted to state that I'm still not 100% convinced if she drove in a lake intentionally. I think she was too wasted to get that far.
Yeah. I have to agree. I'm still not. This did not convince. This actually makes me feel even more that this is foul play. To be honest with you, that's just my opinion. Now, I don't know if my audience agrees with me, but that's just my personal opinion here. So, anyway, Shelly, thank you. Come back.
Thank you.
On Be Off. If we want to have more discussions, please come back up here.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye. All right, Don. Nice to see you, my friend.
Hello.
So I heard good news, you know.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were vindicated. Congratulations.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Right. People don't realize. I mean, it's easy to say something, but it's not quite as easy to prove it.
So here's my question. And I put a link in your chat for people to go look at it if they want to. Like now up here in the Smoky Mountains, you've got the cameras. But they're in real time. You can just, you can go see, and it's really air quality cameras up here.
Right.
But it's in real time. Okay. Now, how did someone go back in the archives if theirs is, because you pretty much have to be an administrator to go back.
No. It was open to the public when we got to it.
You can go back.
Not right now. It's shut down.
But when you went to it, could you go back to previous dates?
Oh yeah. It allowed us to go to any date and time we wanted to.
Oh, okay. Because the Smoky Mountain cameras won't do that.
Yeah. Oh no, this was fabulous. It was amazing what we could do with our cameras, but unfortunately, they now shut them all off. So we have to take that into consideration. That this looks like it's legit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I mean. And people were saying, well, why are the lights so flared out and everything? And that's because, I mean, the moon, it looks like maybe some clouds are out, the moon, the moon wasn't out, and there's no lights around there.
Yeah. And from the far distance away, you're not gonna have defined stuff. It's gonna be more of a glow.
Yeah. And anytime you look at nighttime pictures like this from, your Ring cameras or security cameras from your house, any lights are going to be all blowed out and flared out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to see. I mean, we still don't know. We can't see nobody on the bank.
No.
So,
Nobody.
but that, it looks to me like, because there's a cove that goes back there to where those lights are to the left. There's a cove that goes back there. Now those lights look like they're just on this side of the cove, not on Kiely's side, but on this side. But the water only goes back there so far, and then it's like mud and then dirt. So, I mean, if there is foul play, yeah, they could have went along the bank to those lights, to that car or cars, and left. And I also see some lights above it.
Yeah, like all up here, there were some that were on this side.
Yeah, and when I got to watching Gray Hughes's video, when Kylie's car got down there to the top of the bank before she went in the water, it almost looked like she either done a donut or she just done a 360 with the car, because you can see the car's headlights shine across the trees on the other side of the where the campground actually is. That makes me wonder.
Oh, right there. I saw it.
Yeah, so she done a circle for some reason before she went in the lake. Right there at the top of the bank.
Yeah. And you can see the car over here out there.
Yeah.
But you can see, I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah. You can see the.
So let's go back here.
You can see the lights.
She's doing a turn like right about here.
And it's like a 360, and then she goes into the lake.
Yeah.
Now, did someone do that to line the car up to where it wanted to go? They wanted the car to go into the lake at an exact angle.
Maybe.
That's just weird how at the top of the bank she does a circle and then goes into the lake.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like she does a circle.
Yeah.
I mean, could she be doing a burnout?
This is odd.
I don't know.
I wonder, because some people were wondering if it was actually backed into the water.
I mean, could someone been in there with her and they was doing donuts and?
Or maybe what you're thinking is a donut is them pulling up and backing it in.
Yeah.
I mean, there is that possibility, because when we were talking about how a car, nosedives, we actually had, if it went in straight, we actually had to do a spin on the car to get it in that angle. Instead of, when we're watching the videos, the cars are almost straight up and down and go down.
Yeah.
And you would think that they would just hit the nose and then fall over.
Yeah.
Because they're down. But for this to have worked with her going in straight, we actually had to give her a turn instead of the up and down.
What car? That car sank fast though. What, 2 minutes?
It was under a minute.
Under a minute.
Under a minute.
And that there again, that I think Doug or Jared said it's probably because one of the windows were down.
Yeah, and we had 2 windows down because the the front passenger was. We don't know if it was shattered or if it was down. We heard that it was down, and we heard it was shattered. So either way, it was not. It was open, and then the back seat behind the driver, it was halfway down.
If anything, I feel like I've watched a soap opera and don't know the ending. I hate when because I at this point it's really, really killing me now to know what Nick's seen,
right,
and to know why they have such a conviction that it's suspicious.
I think it's because there is a strap on her.
They wouldn't address the clothing on. Someone asked if she had clothing on. They wouldn't. All they would say is that she had a shoe on. Mm-hmm. They totally avoided the question about was she did she have any clothes on?
Yeah.
But man,
if she had clothes on, it's not a big deal. I mean, they would say, she was fully clothed. No big deal. Like it has nothing to do with the integrity of the investigation. However, if she was unclothed.
Well, and the other thing too is there, because I've been off YouTube for a while, and when I come back on, I was hearing that Jagger got cleared, and I'm like, wait a minute, first thing that went through my head was they don't clear people in an accident investigation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's what I was trying to tell people, is because everybody's saying that this is that they're investigating this as an accident, and they're going to say it's an accident. But what they're doing behind the scenes is showing me that this is a criminal investigation of some sort.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in many car accidents, and, some of them took a little bit to investigate, but they never did like.
You weren't cleared?
I know. I was in the hospital on 2 of them.
So it was the medical cleared. You got medically cleared, not law enforcement cleared.
Yeah. The doctor, or not doctor, cop see me out the ATM like a couple of weeks later. He's like, "You don't know me?" I'm like, "No, should I?" He's like, "I was the first officer at your car crash." And he said, "You don't remember nothing?" I said, "No." He said, "It's a shame." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "There's this woman stopped," because a 16-year-old hit me head on.
Oh.
He said, "There's a woman stopped to help you, and she was the prettiest nurse."
Aw, that's sweet. That's sweet. Anything else to add, Don? I got a few people backing up in the.
Oh, no, go ahead. Let them up. But I just wanted to say, I think the video.
I appreciate that, because I didn't notice that.
Yeah, and the spinning up there to top.
Yeah.
That was odd.
Yeah. There's definitely this case is odd. This case has been odd since day one.
Yeah. See if anybody else catches that too.
Yeah. All right, we'll do. Thanks so much, Don, for stopping by. And if you guys haven't, please go over to Don B's channel. He does great work. He did a lot of coverage on the Summer Wells case. He's doing coverage. You're doing coverage on this case. I'm thinking too.
I got a couple, but hey, guys, keep praying for what's that area down there?
Fort Myers.
Well, yeah, pray for Betty and all them people. But Fort Myers. They're going to be dealing with stuff for weeks and weeks to come.
Years.
Yeah.
Years.
So.
Yeah, sad stuff. Sad stuff.
Well, good seeing you, girl.
You take care.
All right, see you. Bye.
Okay. All right, Tanya, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on up, honey. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for being patient and waiting.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I was on the other side of the state when the hurricane hit. It came in right there where you were at Fort Myers, and it went out where I was at Melbourne, Cocoa Beach. So it's like, you got the front end, which I would have rather got the back end than the front end. So
yeah, it was some nasty stuff, because the front end was still pretty powerful. The back end was already slowed down.
Right. No, we didn't get a whole lot of damage over here. The biggest thing was just, some fell trees or some light flooding. But for the most part, that was my first hurricane, because I always left the state every time the hurricane came. I'd go to Georgia. Yeah. And so got my hurricane badge this year. So let's just.
I tell you, I've had several of them, and like I said, I don't really get, and even at my house, I got some shingles ripped off. It was almost all of them, but it's still, that's fixable. No real damage to my house happened. The actual structure of this home is perfectly intact.
Right.
Down there, that scared the shit out of me. I will be honest with each and every one of you as the day I am alive. But I'm telling you, that was some scary stuff. I have never in the history of my life ever seen such destruction and wreckage. I wasn't live in Katrina. I wasn't doing this. If I was, I'd probably been out there and been shocked when I saw Katrina. But this, Olivia, I think, said it perfectly. War zone. It looked like a war zone.
Yes, it did. And I'm just glad that you're okay. I'm glad everything, came out well and you got by with just minimum damage. So that was good to hear. On to this video. I got to play devil's advocate just because my brain I question everything, especially the fact that this video just came up out of nowhere, or just now come to light, that is suspicious to me to start with. And then the fact that they took it down so quickly too. I don't, did they take it down because it was planted and it's not good, or did they take it down because everybody, oh, wait a minute, hey, we didn't know this information was here and now they're investigating it. It could be either or. Like I said, I'm not here to debunk anything or to verify anything. I'm just saying in my brain, there's a question.
Yeah.
Was it planted, or is it now real and they're investigating it, kind of thing?
I honestly think that the law enforcement, this is the difference between web sleuths and, say, law enforcement. Web sleuths think outside of the box. We want information. We get very, very resourceful. Now, did SF Investigates get a call and say, hey, you know what? Maybe you might want to look at the, I saw a camera pointing that direction. You may want to look and see if you could find any footage from that camera. Right. Somebody may have done that. Either way, I honestly think the way that law enforcement has handled this case, they wouldn't even have thought about this.
Yeah, well, I mean, being from that area and being a mountain and a national forest area, they should know very well about those cameras, especially the fire. I think their ineptitude in having to deal with this type of thing, it didn't dawn on them, hey, oh, we got cameras that, let's check everything possible in this area. I mean, because I've heard just through the sleuth, through the podcast, I've heard it mentioned a couple of times, hey, don't they have forest cameras? They never said the word fire cameras, but forest cameras, stuff. And I'm thinking, yeah, surely they've checked all those, surely that was checked. And because I used to hike the Appalachian Trail, and they have cameras on certain areas of those trails to track wildlife, to track, different things that are going on, like fires and so forth in those areas. And so I'm thinking, okay, so that's just suspicious that they never checked it. But then again, no, it's not, because so far they've never checked anything. They couldn't even find it.
That's my point. And not only that, but these cameras, from my understanding, and I could be very, very wrong about these cameras as well. You guys can correct me if I am, totally wrong. But it was my understanding when I was looking into this that it was the colleges that actually facilitated. They must have gotten a grant or something like that, but they were the ones that this wasn't done by the fire department. I think this was done by a few universities where they installed these cameras in and around for fire and stuff like that, and they've been beneficial and have helped, law enforcement, fire departments, and things like that. But I could be wrong. This could have been set up by the fire department or whatever organization, and then just monitored by the colleges. But I heard there's definitely a connection with the local colleges around there and these cameras.
Right. And if this is a legitimate camera and it caught this legitimate moment, this is a masterful find, whether it was SF or whoever sent him, to that direction. So, I mean, to me, that's like, okay. I mean, like I said, I'm not for or against it. I still have questions, though. You're not going to tell me that this is definitive, because I don't know. I'm not the one. I didn't see the camera. I didn't pull the information directly from it. And today's technology, anything can be planted electronically somewhere, somehow, unless I'm the one in control of it.
Right. Yeah. And I really do believe that this is legit, because like I said, they allowed us, it wasn't just this one video. They allowed us to check out everything, from any date, any time, it was the archives of this. So
yeah, I'm hoping that it is. I mean, there's a part of me that hopes that it is, because it'll help give at least some answers or insight into that evening. But then that brings me to my very next question, or my very next doubt, which is, okay, we see the lights. We're assuming that they're cars, but we can't verify whether that's her car or that it went in the water. We see the lights went out, but could they have just turned the lights out and parked?
Well, where I got it paused right now, the light is actually in the water. It's not on a peninsula at all. It's not on land at all.
Well, I know those banks are kind of steep, so I mean, it could seem like, but it could be, like I said, it could be exactly like we're imagining that it is. Oh my God, here it is. This is when she went into the water, because it would line up with the timeline. Yeah. And it does make logical sense. Like I said, but I've got that other devil on my shoulder going, okay, well, all right, but do we know that it's her car? Do we know that, it went in the water, or that they just turned the lights off? Do we even know that it's a car? It could be an ATV. It could be, any other type of vehicle, that has a light on it. Could be somebody holding a flashlight. We don't know.
Yeah,
we just know
there was only one vehicle pulled out of the water there.
No, that is the point, is that it's in that spot where a vehicle was pulled out of the water. So, I mean, I'm just saying there's a lot of, yes, it could be. And I'm thinking, I'm pretty confident that, this is a great find, and we have found, a great piece of evidence toward what happened. But I'm not going to shut down other
absolutely not.
Or other options, because I still don't know for sure that was her car. I don't know for sure that it's what went in the water. It fits. It's great. It makes for a great story, but it just hasn't been verified.
We're not getting anything verified until this case is closed.
Right. So, and then I still don't even know if we're going to get anything verified. Not the way this thing is going.
And she has the most verification we got is that she was at a Truckee convenience store and her phone went off at 12:33. That was right. Basically
and she was found several days later. That's the only things that are verified.
Right.
So
and everything else is all speculative and. This is not authenticated, but with it coming from coming from Alert California, I think that in and of itself kind of authenticates it. And honestly, but I understand what you're saying.
But I'm still curious to see what the rest of, or what's on that video from the.
Well, that's great to ask that, because Olivia's coming out with that today. We are going to be going live about that. That's what Olivia was just saying when she was on the phone. She copied all this. She screen recorded all of this up until 2:30 or something this morning.
Right.
Or that morning.
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm thinking, wow, this is a find. It definitely has made me go, holy crap. I still believe foul play though. Regardless.
Oh, without a doubt.
Kylie, I still believe foul play, 100% foul play. But if this is where, if they captured when her car went into the water, this is sad. I mean, I can't help. I still get emotional just looking at it, thinking, oh my God, this is when this poor baby went into this water. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, now I want more. It just makes me want more answers. I want more answers now, because now I see these other lights going, why did y'all not see anything? Why did you not say anything?
This right here almost looked right at it. Whatever this is.
I think
a great shot.
We're talking about, how some guys were blocking one of the roads. I think, is that not where they were blocking the road?
But see, this is actually the blockage didn't happen until I believe right around 12:40. This is happening at 12:34, so this is before the blockage.
Okay. I don't know. I really don't. I know that it just makes me want to have, it just makes me want answers more, because it's like, this is the weirdest dang case I've heard. I mean, I hear a lot of different cases, and it's like you can see how some of the pieces just fall together, and maybe the frustration comes because we can't get somebody convicted, or somebody, they get away with it, or they, escape justice kind of thing, but you still know what happened.
Yeah.
Here, there's so many, I don't know, hidden obstacles. There's so many hidden things that it's crazy, but anyway, that was my 2 cents. I was going to just say, this looks great, but I wish I could see the car,
I know. Sometimes we only get a few things, This is just one of those times where this is a nugget of some really clever work.
It is. And it's a great find. Like I said, whoever did find it, if this is, valid, this is a great find. This is some of the best that we've gotten so far, other than AWP finding the actual vehicle. This is a great find. All right. Well, I just wanted to come and give my doubts as well. I can't verify anything, but I can't debunk anything either. So.
Yeah. And then just to clarify, this stuff here did not come from any other creator. Olivia is the one. So I know 100% that every single dot you see was there in the original video. There's nothing photoshopped, overlaid, or anything like that. She did overlay, lightning and videos and stuff like that. But as far as the actual integrity of the photo, this is it, or the video, this is it. She did this all herself. This was not something she snagged from somebody else. And we did that by design, because we have to know what's legit and what's not. If we do it ourselves, we know the quality. We know what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. No, that would have been the move I made. It would be
Yeah.
like, oh, that's great. It's wonderful. You've got this footage, but where can I go get it? Because I want it for myself. And that seems to be what you guys did. That would have been exactly what I would have done. Show me where the link is. I'll go find it.
If you want to see the process of pulling this up, Olivia did that yesterday on her live. If you want to watch the step-by-step process, they did that right on screen.
On her thing, yeah. No, I have no doubt that this is the video you guys got from the thing. I'm just saying, why did all of a sudden did this thing show up? You know,
because somebody's light just went off above their head. You're like, wait a minute.
Right?
We haven't even thought about this yet. And they decided to do it, and it was pay dirt.
Right. No, I totally agree, and I'm curious now. You know, I was kind of like pulling away from like, oh my God, you know, I really can't take this case anymore, and now y'all sucked me right back in. Just okay, now I want to know.
And Deb's also saying here, keep in mind, everyone, that Olivia did her video. It's in real time, not double time. Unlike others, the footage is no longer available. They locked it up.
And that tells a lot to me that they took it. If the feds took it, then this isn't an accident. They're not investigating an accident.
No.
If they took this video because they didn't know about it, now they know about it. If they took this video, this is not an accident.
No.
They're not going to be investigating an accident.
And they wouldn't be shutting it down if it was just an accident. They'll be like, okay, well, we now see it's an accident. You can't see anything graphic.
No.
But they locked everything up. So we did find that out this morning when we were working. Olivia's like, oh, let me go check this out. And she's like, the blue button's gone. And I'm like, well, let me just log in on my side. And I'm like, you're right, it is gone. And I figured it might just be for that camera.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to another camera. They had the whole thing shut down on all the cameras. You can't go through archived footage on any of them.
Somebody's looking at that information. They're probably looking at different cameras at different angles.
Now that they know that there's some stuff, there's some pay dirt here. Yeah, they are. And they're probably going to be looking at those. They're probably going to be looking at other cameras to see if they can see anything else from different angles.
Right. If they can identify other vehicles in the area. Because if you can identify a vehicle, then you can finally identify who the driver is of those vehicles, or at least who owns them.
And the great thing is that the FBI is involved, and they have the equipment and technology to make this image right here crystal clear.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. I know some people that work. I mean, I can't like ask them to help me with favors and stuff like that. I mean, I have family members that are in the military and they're in like the FBI and different things like that. So I know the types of stuff that they work with. Oh, they absolutely have the technology and the equipment to be able to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was great. I'm still working, so I just wanted to jump in here.
Well, we appreciate. We always love hearing from you. I love your perspective.
Right. You're welcome. You have a good day. All right. Bye.
Miss Ruby, you're coming up next. Hey, Ruby.
Hey, Andra. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I saw you on Dolly Vision this morning, when I was getting caught up on, what was going on in the world of YouTube, and you had some pretty creative crafts. I didn't know you were a crafty gal.
Yes, crafting and crime is my life.
Yes.
I love to do crafts. I do everything from trash to treasure, from redoing furniture to making wreaths, deco mesh wreaths. I do Dollar Tree crafts. Hell, I still color, girl.
Yeah, you should get yourself.
I'll sit here and watch TV and color.
Some of your stuff. You do amazing work.
I love to paint. I just ever since I was a child, I have loved to color. Like when I was a child, I would cut things out and cut and paste and just different stuff like that and color. And then it just became my mother sent me to painting lessons. I took painting lessons. I took wood shop in high school,
I did too. I actually had fun.
And God love Mr. Magby. Me and Gayla gave him hell, but you know, that is the only knowledge from high school that I still use to this day, other than just, you know, reading, writing, and language, you know, just your standard stuff.
Yeah. So what do you think about the video here? What's your thoughts on it?
You know, first of all, okay, I trust that this is legit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doubting the video.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, this does look, you know, more than likely the, you know, footage of Kiely going into the water.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't understand is this case has been so big. So whatever entity, government, college, whoever mans these cameras, when this case all came about and everything, and as big as it became, you know, why were the police not notified of this long before now?
Right.
Because
I don't think,
it
again, I
does
just think
seem
this is not a resource that, I mean, now Bullhorn Betty, if there's the Bullhorn Betty channel will check to see if there's any kind of cameras in any cases. You know, this is new. You know, never even thought about this resource or to look into it. And I'm wondering, if I didn't think to look into it, would they have thought to look into it?
Well, I mean, think back to, you know, the people that live there in Candace's neighbors and stuff, you know, they all came out, I mean, right at the beginning said, you know, there's trail cams out there. We need to check all these trail cams and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just would think that as big as this case was, that somebody would have said, you know what? We need to check those trail cams out there. You know, we need to alert the police and let them know that they need to, you know, or
I think that's what we just did, didn't we? That's what we pretty much just did. We throw it up on YouTube first.
Yeah, and then considering that they have now officially took it down, that kind of tells me that the police weren't aware of these cameras.
They didn't think about
or
it.
whatever.
And that's the difference between, you know, people, you know, to be honest with you, web sleuths and law enforcement. We all have, you know, good, positive things to bring to the table. So there's no need to be, you know, peeing on each other.
And they're not sitting around racking their brains 24/7.
Don't work against us.
Dumping pots of coffee down their throat, you know, you know, on the computers and phones and whatnot, and you know, they don't have some of the skills that we as sleuthers have developed, like Facebook stalking. Whoops.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's not just Facebook, it's any social media.
Yeah, any kind of social media stalking, and how to figure out and connect this dot that, who's friends with who and who knows who and whatnot, you know. But here's my thing. And I want to ask you this question, and I want to ask your chatters this question. You know, this has gotten kind of emotional as to what happened to this girl. And I think back to my 17-year-old cousin, Drew, who was killed in 2011 in a hill jumping wreck. Now, me and my friends did the hill jumping crap too when I was in high school, you know, and actually a girl that I was in high school with, they had an accident hill jumping. It was just one of those dumb things, you know, we did. But Drew was the only kid killed in that car wreck. There were 5 kids in that car. Drew was in the front passenger side, and it's actually illegal here in Arkansas to have more than I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 teenagers in one vehicle after a certain time without a parent present.
Mm-hmm.
And here's my thing, you know, we all went through the emotions of, you know, why Drew, why only her, why weren't any of the other kids killed, you know, and it's not that we wished the other kids, any of the other kids had gotten killed. That's not what
Right. You just wanted to know why just one.
You know, why just her? Why just one? Why, you know, why? And I hate to think that a girl with such a bright future as Kiely died under such stupid circumstances, being drunk and just either taken the wrong way or whatever happened, and that her life ended over such stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like I said, dealing with the back and forth emotions of what happened with Drew, is it easier to accept that this was an accident, or is it easier to accept that someone may have done this to her?
All right. I think either way, I think we just want to know the truth. But with all the stuff that we're seeing and hearing and using our past experience, our own past experience, we're saying that this story in this case stinks to high heaven and that something doesn't smell right. And,
right.
You know, with law enforcement literally ghosting everybody, not talking about the case, promising the people that they would come out with a press conference and then never did, and still have not yet done that yet. And we're already, you know, 7 days into October, and we're waiting until November 1st to get the
this is gonna be the longest month ever.
So this doesn't sound or feel like an accident investigation.
Right. I agree with you. I mean, I'm still team foul play until I'm proven wrong, and you're gonna have to scientifically prove it to me. I've made the joke before. You're gonna have to Gil Grissom that one for me.
Yeah. Any other final thoughts, Ruby? I got about 3 other people in the back.
No, I just, you know, I just wanted to, you know, pose that question, and please, no one take me the wrong way. I mean, no ill will towards anybody. I'm not, you know, it's just the emotional part of, you know, how we get emotionally attached and emotionally involved in these cases and stuff. And, you know, it's just a horrible thing. But yeah, I'm still team foul play, and you're gonna have to Gil Grissom that one for me and prove to me that she did this all on her own, and that this was a pure accident.
Right.
I'm wondering now, was someone chasing her? Was someone chasing her? Was this when the whole mass exit happened, and then she decided, screw this, I'm not, you know, waiting in this line trying to get out of here and whatever, and just turned around and went back towards the beach to wait it out, you know? I'm so many questions.
Yeah. All right, Ruby. Well, you take care.
Well, you take care too, and I will see y'all later. I'll be back in chat in a second.
All right.
Peace, y'all.
All right, Ellie, I didn't see your face. If you want to show me your face. And I saw Paula and Lim South. Am I saying it right? Lim South. You guys, I see your faces. Just let me take one up. Perfect, Ellie. Thank you. Hi, Ellie.
Hi. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Good. I've been following this like for the past 2 days, and I find it really interesting that I just saw SF Investigates said that he only found out about it 10 days ago. He just tweeted that a couple hours ago. And yeah, it's very crazy that I would think law enforcement would have known about this, but it's just, and another thing that's really interesting is that somebody went through the footage and it pans, but it stays in one place for the cameras, the infrared like fire cameras. They stay in like one place for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened that it was on Prosser Lake that night because people were going through the dates, and it was like it panned differently because it pans and takes like a screenshot every 2 seconds. I'm sure Olivia is on to that because she's been studying the cameras and such. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people want to like blame it on somebody, you know, even with this footage, you know, maybe it's easier to accept than an accident being like, because it's so like accidents like this where it looks like she might have made a wrong turn is just very hard for, I think, for certain people to accept, you know, where human mind.
I think it's the position of her body. I think that's where we're all getting the team foul.
But we don't know that really. We really have no idea what that is. You know, we only have like hearsay from AWP's reaction and our inference and our emotions. I mean,
she was in the video. Her face was in the back hatch. I saw.
But that would happen if she's like, if it's diving, like even if it's like, it's a natural like survival instinct of any human being is going to just go. You're just going to go wherever there's air. And
I don't believe that, because my survival instincts would be telling me to get the hell out of a sinking
if you can't get out of the window, but the window you have to realize is like there's the amount of pressure is like the undertow of a wave.
You swim through it. You get out. Think about it.
You can, but if you're not expecting it, like there's people that I've seen videos, they know they're going in.
I think is what you're.
Yeah. It's happened. If she was impaired at all, even if she wasn't, it was cold. It was dark. She thought she was maybe making a left and following those people, and then boom, all of a sudden she's in the water. It takes a couple of seconds to realize what happened. Then she had to get off her seatbelt. By then it's nose diving. That's how she could have ended up in the back before, because it probably wouldn't have flipped. It has to sink.
But they say you know, these people live around these waters and cliffs and everything. I think they'd have to be trained in school, you know, how to get out of a car, because I know we went through a lot of drills, you know, even here in Florida with hurricanes, tornadoes and stuff like that. You know, they teach us these things. And
even knowing it and doing it is two different things. Like there was a guy on a panel that has done it for fun, and he said it is the scariest thing. Like if you don't get out in the first 20 seconds from that window, you can't really, it's like swimming like against a current, you know, you can't get out of it until it completely sinks, and then you could swim out, of course, like one of those windows.
No, that's the door. The door doesn't open when it's sinking.
But
when they tell you to break the windows and swim out the windows.
But if her window was open, I'm saying, and so the water was rushing in, but if you can't get out of that,
hold on. Just let's walk this through, because you're skipping a very important.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So when the car is introduced to the water, the water is coming around the bottom seals of the doors. They're not coming in through the window.
It's coming up.
The window,
like up from the floor.
She would have had still 10 or 15 seconds as that water is pulling in around the bottoms of the doors. She still has that window right there that has no water going in it.
Well, we don't know if that front window was broken or if it was down. So we're just going to have to say,
it doesn't matter. It was obviously,
but if the back one was like,
the car went in the water.
But I think if the back one was down, she would have had to get out of her seatbelt and gotten out of that back window. And with being in shock, like she had to react.
We're assuming she was in shock. And we're assuming that she was conscious.
No, I'm just going with the accident theory. You know what I mean? Completely. I mean, you never know. You never know with this thing. There's always a percentage somebody was up on that hill and got out. I mean, it's really risky. And why keep the lights on? Why push somebody in the lake if you know that it was an accidental OD? I can't get my mind over that. Like if
what if somebody else was driving the car?
Could be, and they got out, and then maybe that's a 1251. Somebody said maybe they were getting picked up. You just never know. But like the probability, let's just go with probability. The last ping, where her car was found, you know what I mean? Take AWP, what they saw, where her body was out of it.
You did make a point. Maybe 20 minutes later, that car that did the turnaround right at that spot was picking somebody up.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that, and that's the only thing I could, if like this, because you never know. It's 100, you know, there's always a possibility, but it's smaller than the accident. But there is and that could explain, you know, all of like, you know, the people thinking there's a cover up in the town and the Truckee Way and all this stuff that's coming out. Like it's our community, and we are protecting.
Crappy police work because, and it's not, I shouldn't say crappy police work. It's crappy police work because of them not having to deal with these types of cases. It's more of incompetence,
Yes.
not having the resources because they don't deal with this.
Yeah, and not knowing that they're going to be able to see like headlights maybe on these fire cams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe it had to be brought to somebody's attention. I heard that it was originally on Reddit in August or September, and then SF just I mean, it's interesting that I don't know why he's saying the other time, the 12:50. You know, that's really interesting too. Why is he putting this other time? Like, he's always kind of meddled with the timeline in general, or with the accident theory. He said, "Oh, it's an." If you think about his interviews, he always was pushing the accident narrative, and this pushes it more. You know,
Actually,
I
it's
don't know.
crazy because he was actually pushing the foul play narrative, and then flipped the flip-flop and went from team foul play to team accident. And I went just the opposite. I was team accident and flipped to team foul play.
Interesting. It's just very confusing. You could like daily, like even, you know, listening to some of your callers today, because I really think it was an accident until AWP came out with their video. And then I was like, oh my God, it's foul play. But then I went back to accident. And then this kind of really shows that it could be an accident. But like you said, there's that very slight possibility. It's a small percentage that somebody would have risked their own life and jumped out of the car with the lights on that. It's such a like a steep hill. You can get really injured. I mean,
I don't think that they would have drove
you know?
back there without lights. I don't think anybody would be capable of driving back there without lights.
Oh my, it's so dark. There's like a couple of locals that I've seen their video, and that kind of convinced me as well, because if you see at night them driving, like you can't see the water at all, like until it's right in front of your face pretty much. So think about that. Like if you it really, and the terrain, like people are like, well, maybe why didn't anybody see the lights go in? Because it was down a steep hill and everybody was going up to go back to like 80 or 89. And maybe somebody did see something across the lake, but they don't know what they saw because it was like a minute and then it was gone.
Right. Because it was a minute. It was a light and it was down. I mean, it could have been glow sticks for all we know, for all they know. You know, they didn't know.
And
So,
AWP says a minute, you know, like about, 30 minutes to a minute for it to sink. But it also could have just been the lights. It wasn't sunk yet and the lights were down towards the ground because it was, but that's it. You take some more calls. I don't want to,
All right, Ellie. Well, thanks for coming up. I appreciate it. But a good perspective, and even though it's not something I agree with, it's definitely something I know somebody in my audience is agreeing with, because we have, people in here that are still team accident and people in here that are still team foul play. No reason to fight over it because none of us are right and none of us are wrong until we know
all look at
exactly
things
what really
different.
happened,
Yeah. People look at things differently, and everybody's has a different process too of how they come to their own truth about things. So
absolutely.
I appreciate you having me on today.
Absolutely. Come back again. Thanks, Ellie. We appreciate
I definitely will. Okay.
Bye. Bye-bye. Paula, nice to see you, honey bunny. How are you? Oh, you're muted. Hold on. Can I unmute you? Nope. You got to unmute yourself.
Sorry.
Hi.
Yeah. I've been out running all day. I had to go to the doctor up in York. So 2-hour drive, 2-hour drive back.
All right.
Watching the videos and stuff. Okay. I haven't been on this morning, like I said, because I was busy. When Olivia did this, did you guys see the vehicle to it would be the right, like what you got up there now? You see that big bright one?
Right here?
Yes.
Give it a second. Is that what the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Did you see that car go down after Kylie's car went in and turned?
No, but it might be on the other. It very well could be on the other video because Olivia had more. How is this thing working? Olivia had more longer footage on her 12-minute video. Let's go look at it. Hold on. Let me just go look at it.
Okay. Because it goes down after the car goes in and like stops with its headlights shining out into the water. And another car comes down and then goes up beside it. And then they both leave. But the one with the bright light, the first car.
She cut it off. Hopefully she'll put it back in. There it is right there. It's going that way. But that was it. It was at 12:37:21. So we need to look at the images after that.
Yes. Yes. Because to me, in my opinion, I think somebody drove that car in. That car, because that one car was sitting there for the longest time and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then after Kylie's car went in, that vehicle drove down, shined the headlights right into the water. I think they picked somebody up. They were waiting. They picked somebody up and then they hauled ass out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole scenario, now that we know pretty much for sure that's her vehicle, it went in the night of, not like a day or two later. So it wasn't hid. I don't know if you remember, there was a while back when this first happened. Kate, there was like a screenshot of Kate and Sammy talking about how Kate wanted to do a fight with this one girl she didn't like.
I didn't see that, but I've been out of the circuit for a little minute.
But okay, I think, okay, I'll just say this is what I think happened. Kate and Jagger were supposedly in a, not a relationship, but a friend with benefit.
Casual friendship with benefits.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And I think Kate wanted more, but Jagger was in love with Kiely. And being a teenage young boy, young man, if somebody's going to give it to you, you're going to take it. So she was just a side thing. And I think she wanted more. And because you see a bunch of pictures of Kate and Sammy. There's been a bunch out there I've seen, but you never see Sammy and Kiely. And I think that maybe Kate and Sammy had something set up for Sammy to fight Kiely the night of the party. And somehow Meg got drawn into it and lured Kiely there. And she knew what was going to happen, so Mags left. Because she didn't want to see Kiely beat up or anything because that's her best friend.
Right.
I think Sammy beat her up. Something bad happened. She got stuck in the back of her car. They waited till the party started dying down and people were leaving. I think Sammy drove her car into the reservoir, talked to somebody, go find out who's in that car, and told them to wait. And that's why the back window was halfway down and the passenger side was all the way down. So she had two different exits in case she couldn't get one or the other.
Explain that car going out that we're seeing right here. You know, she was in the passenger seat of a car that she left in.
And what was the very first thing Sammy's sister said?
And then I haven't seen that video. If somebody has that video of Sammy's sister saying that she came back wet, I would like to see it. If anybody knows where that video is, please send it to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. bullhornbetty@gmail.com.
Because usually the first things that come out that kind of seem weird are usually the truth. And okay, why would Sammy be wet? That's stupid. Yeah, but look, I mean,
now we know.
Yeah, but if you watch, if Olivia did it correctly, you'll see the bright light car go down. And there's one in front of it too. But the bright light one goes down, shines out into the water. Then that other car comes up and it's like they stop, like they're talking to each other. And then the one turns and shines its lights and then goes back up like it's going up, I guess, up to the campground.
And then there it is, where you can see the lights coming right over here.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the dark when you can see it. I mean, that's great the way it is like that. If she could do it with the daylight type picture.
There it is right there.
I mean, that would just show it so much better.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she did it.
Yeah. All right, Paula, any final words? I got one more patient person waiting in the back.
Nope. I hope law enforcement does something.
Me too. I agree. Well, thank
Alrighty,
you so much, Paula. I
Well,
love you. You take care.
You too. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Leave.
All right. Little Miss South 1 is up on panel. How are you doing, my dear? Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm sorry. This is the first time I watch you a lot though. I
appreciate it. Well, thank you.
Okay,
Welcome to the panel.
I got it all figured out. Thank you. Thank you for having me. First I'd like to give the lady before the last lady send her condolences for her grandson.
Yeah.
I understand that. But the comment email
You're breaking up pretty bad.
The live stream that I saw
you're breaking up.
A good portion of the video.
Mm-hmm. You're breaking up.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You might want to take your camera off too. That might help with the bandwidth.
How do I do that? Press the red
right at the bottom. It says stop camera. Stop cam. Oh, you're on your phone. I can't remember. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep. I'm not hearing it breaking up. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
So I didn't want to get off the live so I can, and everything talk to you.
Yeah, it's not working. It's breaking up again.
I was going to comment on, but as far as the grainy.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me now? I'm walking.
Yeah, I just go right into your point because I'm scared you're going to start breaking up.
Okay, yeah, I'm not moving. I'm standing like right here in under the carport. I'm close to the modem, so yeah. Can you? So the video I saw yesterday on another channel. Can you hear me?
Shoot. Yeah.
You can't hear me. Yeah.
I can hear you just fine.
I'll email it to ma'am.
Yes.
You can't hear me. Okay, you can hear me. I didn't want to get off the live stream. I'm gonna go back from yesterday where I sent the link of the video that was grainy. Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry, just making sure. Yes. And I couldn't see it. Yours is cleared up with the contrast and all like you was talking about. But what they were saying, I didn't notice the spin around either, but I saw the lights move and then go towards the water. And the last lady that was on, all the way to the left, that bright light where you put your cursor. Mm-hmm. When I watched it yesterday, the first thing, my heart just dropped because that's the first thing that, allegedly, assumptions, of course. Mm-hmm. That did sit there for a while, like somebody had time to do something with the vehicle. I won't say a while, but enough time, more than enough time for that to do what they had to do. And then the cars appear to be mm-hmm. before the headlights, right before they go out, or once they already mm-hmm. appear to leave. So I'm gonna say I'll email it to you. That it's bullhornbetty@gmail.com.
Yeah, it's bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I didn't want to miss the live, so and listen to some more information, so maybe I learned something I didn't see or whatever. But when we get off the live, I'm gonna go back. I have copy and paste and sent the link to someone, and I'll email it to you via my email.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I don't know. No problem. Maybe it'll help. I'm not sure exactly how long it was, but I know that my first thing was like, because being from Louisiana, like the South, hunting and everything like that. The first thing I was thinking was trail camera surveillance. Mm-hmm. but the lady said it was like a fire camera. I didn't even think park rangers, you know, like that kind of thing.
Right. I
We're
wasn't
in the South.
thinking
I
of.
mean, we have like the swamps, you know.
But I can tell you now, this has forever
But
changed, you know, some of the work that we do here. You know, that's going to be something I'm going to be looking into on any
yeah,
case, is whether we have, you know, cameras out there for looking in directions. You know, we don't even think about that. What about the Kylie Schulte and Crystal
yeah,
Turner? Never even thought to look into it.
yeah, exactly. Like I didn't even think, you know, and all this and all the great work that AWP did, you know, and just my daughter is just turned 21 years old, and that's my baby still, you know, and always will be, you know, and I got the chills so bad yesterday when I was watching this, because, you know, she's experienced in driving in the country, you know, and all that with family in Mississippi. But when I saw the video yesterday, it just gave me chills, and we don't know what really happened. I hope we can find out so this little girl can rest in peace, you know. But
Right.
that's the first thing that came to my mind, was like, oh my gosh, I caught them cars to the left of the screen. I'm like, they're stopped. Okay, what is that car doing? Wait, this video says from this other person's thing that it's Kylie's car going into the water. So let me watched it, and I'm like, wait, that looks like somebody was waiting.
Yeah,
Like,
but look at this. I saw this when I wasn't intending to do it, but look at this. The car moved back. So we're at 12:31, and the car actually moves back to the spot where it was at when her car was going in. So
they didn't want to be close, or in case somebody pulled up, maybe.
Right. So they were right here, like literally right across from each other. There's no way that these people here could not see those headlights there.
I know, and that should be. I'm just guessing. You know, well, you're from the South too. I think you're in Florida, right?
Right.
Well,
yeah.
you know, trail cams. I have trail cams.
Look at this. Here, I just found another thing. Hold on. Look
the
at
night
this.
vision makes that blur with fires make it look even bigger.
Yeah. Look at this. There, right there. This car stops right here. At this point, this car is a dead stop. Look at this. Let's go with past Mo. So we're gonna do this. Watch. It stops right there for however many seconds, right there. Boom. It stays there for like, I don't know, 3 seconds. So that's what
like somebody got out.
Yeah. Look at this. So we're watching the car, and it comes here and it stops. And this is way before it ever made it to the peninsula. It stops. And I think this is maybe what Don Wells or Don B was saying, that he believes that they turned directions. They turned around right here.
Yeah, you see the headlights hitting the trees?
Yeah.
That's headlights hitting trees right there.
Yeah, there it is.
I definitely
that right there was the turnaround right there.
It down, I could see
Look at that right there. There's the turnaround right there.
Yep. I've driven in the country way out on my grandmother's 70 acres plenty of times to know what trees look like, and I'm looking on my phone.
Yeah, right here, guys.
Glasses,
you see it. It just goes away.
Hitting the trees.
Yeah, but it just goes away.
Yeah.
And then boom,
you see that? Watch the headlights. I didn't remember yesterday if it went down in the water all the way until they left, or so you couldn't see the headlights anymore.
But they paused right here to either to turn or to let somebody out or something. Right here is when the car is turned. You don't see any headlights on.
That Mr. Don was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing there. Or like somebody earlier, an hour, give or take, or maybe longer or so, in the comments said that about the road. That I'd never thought that either. I mean, I've heard plenty of speculation in my own opinion, but about the road being comment channel. Maybe something happened, and maybe that's why everyone jetted real quick, and then the road.
Well, this right here looks like it's about 2 minutes. 2 minutes from the mass exit. So they had a mass exit around 12:30. Nobody. This could be it. But you know, I don't know.
I don't. Oh yeah, that was before. That was supposed to be before, like 10:30 or something, right? That's right.
No, the mass exit. That's when they all came in. The mass exit left at 12:30, around 12:30.
The exit. Yeah. Okay. When everybody came, it was 10:30. Okay. I'm sorry. I've heard so much information and trying to keep up with it, and I'm just getting confused. But yeah, that's definitely, when you slow it down, that's for sure. I'd willing to bet on that. That's money hitting trees. Headlights hitting trees from turning around. But yeah, those cars, that's what caught my, the block in the comments, somebody put blocking off the road, whatever time, I don't remember what time that was, but could be a possibility. Block the road so nobody can see what whoever was up to, or what that vehicle that may or may not be that poor little girl and her vehicle going in that. But then if it is, then where's the car? That's across the lake, right?
Right.
And then Ellie missing it. It's just
Ellie has missed an
don't think it's an
awful lot. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident, especially with law enforcement.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I was just reading a comment, sorry.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me. I have family.
No, I was reading the comment. I didn't understand what the comment said.
So I'm like,
yeah,
that doesn't, they're really dropped the ball, for lack of a better.
Yeah, all over this case. I don't think that we can dispute the fact that law enforcement has made some crucial errors in this case.
I'm not saying it's them. I think there's more than that in play. Personally, in my opinion, I think there's more than that. I think maybe somebody that maybe has a lot to lose, maybe not in law enforcement, but knows law enforcement, or and they had told the kid. None of the kids were talking, and didn't a couple recently come out or something?
We got a few kids on the record that were at the party, and one of them kind of alleged that she spoke to Kiely around 12:30 or 12:40 or somewhere around there, where it was possible that she was walking down the road and she said she didn't see anybody leave. So it was possible that Kiely was alive at the time, like around 1 a.m. This disputes that if this is truly her car going into the water, which I do believe it is, because it just makes sense. It's right there at the time. It's right there when her phone dies. Everything with this particular video makes absolute sense. It all works together. The puzzle piece is fitting for this. But she said she didn't see anybody, leave when she was walking a quarter mile back to her car. So, and I don't really see a whole lot of people leaving right at this moment.
In the back in the woods, you can see that illumination. I'm willing to guess that's, and then even on the other side of the lake, you see one at one point. That's campfires, but they probably can't see down that embankment or a little bit through trees. You may see some light, or when we saw the headlights when you slowed it down. But I'm thinking, because my trail cams, they do that with fire light, the night vision.
Jacqueline Donson said, how can Sammy talk to Kiely at 12:36 then, Betty? Well, the reason why is because she was lying about talking to her at 12:36. Her phone was shut off. Law enforcement came out and told us that her phone did not work after 12:33. They conclusively confirmed that her phone was shut off at 12:33. So how in the world could she have called Sammy at 12:36 if her phone was shut off at 12:33? It doesn't make sense. But what we do see here is 3 minutes after this car goes into the water, a car is going down that way to pick. It appears potentially, this is my speculation, to potentially pick somebody up that got out of that car that went in the water. So that 3 minutes, she could have, when she got to the car, looked at her phone and it said 12:36, and she says, "Oh, I talked to her at 12:36," knowing that that's when her car sank.
Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to, call. I don't know what you call in, video in, and that, but yeah, I didn't notice that till Mr. Don said that, and you slowed it down. Yeah, headlights in the trees, and what you said, that's just,
you can clearly see it turning.
I hope they find out what happened.
See it turning. So, and it's like, why did it turn around? Why did it do that? Did it decide that they didn't want to go that way, or did she turn around because she was lost and she's like, oh, maybe I need to go this way, and just done it?
Yeah, or like,
so.
Exactly. Or was it somebody else allegedly, and they thought maybe we shouldn't do it here. Maybe, okay, we were so-and-so, we're supposed to be, maybe that's, kids, had somewhere to be, or or somewhere they weren't supposed to be, and did whatever may have happened. I don't want to say it. I really don't want to say, but I really I feel like, my opinion, that something happened to her and she was placed there and someone put that car in the water. Just what I think. And I don't even like to say that out loud. That's just horrible, but that I appreciate you giving me a time to talk. I don't want to take it up, and I'm going to go look for you and to it.
All right, little Miss South, you take care and God bless you.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Can you?
I can't. I can hear you, but it's breaking up so bad, and we're getting to the end of our. So it's nice to see you. Thank you, little Miss South. Hopefully next time we'll have better internet. So guys, we did just get. I did see the email. It does look like there is potential. I'm not going to show it, but it does look like there is possibly some shadowing when it's blown up after the car goes in. There does look like there is a shadow standing outside of the vehicle. Now, I don't know what that means. I didn't blow this image up. So could it be Photoshopped? Could it not? I don't know. Lynn, did you take that photo yourself, or was that something you found? That would be my first question. Learn to use my photo. Oh, so this might be something that you did yourself. If that's the case, hold on, let me go back over here so I can look at the chat and see what you're saying. It sounds like you did, because here, what does it say here? Let me read the actual email, Andrew. Live looking still. 2 people standing watching the car go down. I tried to circle it. Ignore the other lines. Okay, so so she must have found this photo, and she did circle it. Let me just pull it up. Hold on a second. It appears that there's possibly some kind of shadowing. What is that noise? Hold on, guys. Oh, it must be my neighbors. All right, must just be my neighbors cutting something. I just realized my light's in here. Listen to this, guys. You want to hear something a little freaky? So I come in here and I set up for this show, this live. And when I come in here and I turn on my electric, one of my lights above me blow out at the same time my light over here blows out. I had to go find another light bulb to put in my 2 lights just went out. Isn't that weird? It was like almost like a little, I don't know. I've never had 2 lights in the same room burn out at the exact same time and have a pop. It was crazy. It was crazy. So they're saying that it appears that there is some imaging, some shadowing in here that could be potentially 2 people outside as this car is going into the water. Now, I'm not sure if that is, if that's just, some stuff from the lens and it trying to capture, 2 miles away, or if this truly is, bodies of people walking away from a car that just went into the water. So we don't know. But this is another, I can't conclusively say that that's what we're seeing here. That's not what we're seeing here. Just some more information that somebody did. I'm just putting it out there for you guys to see, maybe we can start getting somebody that has some good, editing equipment and software, maybe to enhance those photos. Guys, we have 700, almost 800 people still in the room. Thank you guys, by the way. God bless each and every one of you that chose to come here and learn a little bit new information from our team. If you guys like to, please go out there and like this video. I just heard that we have about 700 likes so far on this video. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that very much. So the new people that are kind of coming into this room, if you have not yet liked this video, please go out there now and just give me a thumbs up. We really do work very hard here to get you guys new and relevant information and stuff that our team does, that our team's name's behind it. Chronicles of Olivia is amazing what she does, and despite what a lot of haters try to make you believe, these things that we do are legit. We're not into the clicks and views and all that stuff. I truly believe being on YouTube, if you give out a quality product, you will get the clicks and views all organically. You don't need to do underhanded stuff here on YouTube, because you, at the end of the day, you're going to get caught. And so that's just not how we roll. And so I just believe that by doing things properly and doing the same processes in each and every case, that kind of gives us the integrity that we need when we come to these difficult cases, because you now know the work we've done from past work we've done. And you know, when we bring something to you, that it has been vetted, it is legitimate. It's not something that we're just hearing from another creator and putting it up here just to have a talking point. We don't mind going against the flow. We don't mind taking a little bit of heat to make sure that what we have is truly not just authenticated, but fully vetted, and that the information is correct. Do we speculate on stuff? Of course we do. But when we come up with this kind of stuff, this is the stuff that we come up with that's the factual portion of it. So we're able to speculate. And so here's some more information for you guys. I hope this was beneficial and helpful. As you can see, it is of the Bullhorn Betty channel that the 12:33:34 was truly, in fact, when she went into that water. This does actually go perfectly with the timeline that we knew of at the beginning. This is where I can say that I guaranteed back when we first started running with this case that she was in that lake, and she most likely went in that lake and was submerged underwater between 12:33 and 12:34, and that's what we're seeing here. So naturally, you know, I would have loved to have said that yesterday, but I couldn't say that yesterday because I was just watching this stuff for the first time. I didn't know how to authenticate it, how to vet it. Olivia and I, you know, we worked at this, and I got to tell you, Olivia did a lot of this work with the help of Debbie, the gal that came up here. I can't remember. We posted her link in the chat. She did a lot of this work with her because she's the one that brought the information to her and had a good understanding of what she was looking at. And so kudos to the both of you guys. This was excellent research. This was excellent work. And I'm glad we were able to utilize our own tools to prove that these videos are real. You know, even Greg Hughes, what he was showing, this actually kind of confirms some of his findings earlier on. I know he kind of switched and went to the 12:51, but he did have the confirmed findings for the 12:34, I think, first, if I'm not mistaken. So this does confirm at least his stuff as well. So I think it's good. I think it's good. Team foul play. I'm still team foul play, right? Also, guys, this is the final thing before we kind of wrap up this show is, you know, free Lolo. I'm not going to get off the free Lolo kick. Okay. So free Lolo, Dolly Vision, as well as some other, we've got Sonia in here that's created some stuff, but for the legal fund for Lolo is at Dolly Vision. And I don't know, do we still have that link, mods, for Dolly Vision? You can, if you guys would like to help support him, he's many of you guys know he does not have his dog. Somebody else has his dog that he needs to get back. And so if you guys would like to go over there and help support Dolly Vision by buying either some soap or a free Lolo shirt, please do consider going over there and ordering that so we can help and support another creator that's going through a difficult time at this moment. So just want to, you know, uplift and support the creators just like they uplift and support me. And I just want to say, you know, I wish him the best of luck with the dog and everything. You know, this kind of sucks, right? But you know, let's support him. Let's support him. Go over there and get your shirt. Go over there and get your soap. I also heard he has some exfoliating bars that he just came out with. So I'm really interested. They always look good enough to eat, to be honest with you. Don't tell him Bullhorn Betty's ready to eat the soap. But it is a good looking piece of soap. I have to be honest with you. His new exfoliating line it looks delicious. What can I say? It looks delicious. Maybe it's because I'm hungry. I haven't been eating well. So anyways, guys, go over there, get your shirts, help support Dolly and Dolly Vision. There's still a lot of crap going around YouTube that Bullhorn Betty is Dolly Vision's girlfriend. I am not Dolly Vision's girlfriend, just to be very clear. And while my personal business is my personal business, I will tell you, I am going on a date on Sunday. I decided after all this that maybe it's time. I had a gentleman that has literally been asking me out for over 6 months, and I've turned him down literally for 6 solid months. And so this is not to prove that I'm not Dolly's girlfriend, but this did kind of, you know, spark some interest, and, you know, maybe it's time for Bullhorn Betty to get out. You know what I'm saying? So just to let you guys know, for all those people out there that are still thinking I'm Dolly Vision's girlfriend, Dolly Vision's girlfriend is clearly going on a date on Sunday evening. So with that, you guys can all keep running with this narrative if you so choose. However, if I was Dolly Vision's girlfriend, I wouldn't be going on a date with a gentleman from my county in my town, and I'm going to go and enjoy myself. So there you go. I will no longer be talking about my personal business on YouTube ever again, but just to clear the air, okay? Just to clear the air. So now maybe you guys can start getting over the fact that I'm Dolly Vision's girlfriend. Hopefully. Okay. We'll see. He seems like a nice guy, you know, and like I said, like literally, I went back, I'm like, I wonder how long this guy has literally been trying to go out with me. And I looked in my phone. He's been trying to take me on a date since May 18th, 2022. Since May 18th, 2022. And I have turned him down every single time. And so for the first time, I will be going on a date on October 9th from a May 18th request. And actually, it wasn't just a May 18th request. If I showed you guys this, like it's pretty extensive. Like he's been trying to date Bullhorn Betty for a little minute. So anyways, there you go. Not Dolly Vision's girlfriend. Please get over it. I don't know what this lady's doing. I don't care. We're here to help Dolly. We want free Lolo shirts. So free Lolo. Let the dog go, lady. Let the dog go. Put the dog down and go the other way. Okay? You don't own Lolo. Let Lolo see her pop up. Because I'm telling you, every time I see Dolly and see his face in a frown, and you can tell this is affecting him, it hurts my heart. And it should hurt your heart too. So let's do what we can. Thank you guys. Thanks to each and every one of you. God bless. You make this channel amazing. I am so blessed and so thankful for each and every one of you. More importantly, my amazing mods that are keeping these channels and chats, you know, fun for you guys, allowing you guys to go out and talk about what you guys want to talk about and keeping it respectful. They work very hard. It is not an easy task to moderate a channel that has 800 and 900 people in it. And my mods do an amazing job at just that. So I really do appreciate everything that they are doing. I want them to know that from me personally, because a lot of them don't get to hear it from me all the time, right? Because I'm so busy. I am so busy. So anyways, guys, I love you. God bless. Go make it a great day. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something, because an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Good day.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.